Her name was Lin Siwang, a top student from Hell Province, a place known for its grueling, cutthroat college entrance exams. A score of 650, enough to make you a star almost anywhere else, couldn't even crack the top 1,000 in her home province. Her goals were set in stone: Tsinghua or Peking University, a Beijing hukou, household registration, and an escape from the poverty line. But her score was the first insurmountable mountain in her way. Just as she was hitting a dead end, news arrived that completely upended her life. She was, in fact, the biological daughter of the Su family, a top-tier, powerful clan in Beijing. 18 years ago, she had been maliciously switched at birth. She immediately withdrew from school. A friend worried she wouldn't stand a chance against a fake daughter, seemingly beloved by a wealthy family straight out of a novel. But Lin Siwang's purpose was purely transactional. She was after the Beijing hukou, not some vague, illusory family affection. Get the hukou, finish the gaokao, and she'd be gone. Stepping into the Su family villa, her first sight was a carefully orchestrated drama. The fake daughter, Su Zhi, was crying prettily, declaring she didn't deserve to stay in this family. Her biological mother and two brothers hovered around her, offering comfort. Lin Siwang coolly assessed the scene and mentally tagged them: the doting mother, the hostile brothers, and the expertly performing fake sister. She was an intruder, left standing on the sidelines. For her, it was all meaningless, just a waste of time she could have spent solving two math problems. The provocation came swiftly, as expected. She'd barely sat down in the living room, trying to capture a spark of inspiration for a problem, when a brother roughly interrupted, sneering at her for pretending to be studious. Her mother then chimed in with a softly spoken suggestion that she shouldn't be in the way in the common areas. Lin Siwang's logic was simple and devastating. She didn't have her own room. That one sentence laid bare the mother's hypocrisy. Then came a more blatant intimidation tactic. The head butler presented her with a so-called family rules booklet. It was a detailed list of demeaning chores: bowing at a 90-degree angle, not making eye contact with the master, getting up early to brew soup, preparing foot bath water at exactly 45 degrees before bed. Lin Siwang saw it for what it was instantly: a set of rules for the servants. Instead of getting angry, she saw an opportunity. She turned this humiliation into a bargaining chip, using it as leverage. She negotiated with her seemingly more reasonable father for compensation: admission to the elite high school Su Zhi attended, the one with the best teachers for getting into Tsinghua and Peking University. Her plan worked. Step 1 was complete. This immediately detonated the emotional powder keg that was the Su family, and even more intense drama unfolded. Su Zhi sobbed about leaving, theatrically giving Lin Siwang the choice. The two brothers circled the wagons, accusing Lin Siwang of being vicious, of trying to drive their sister out the very day she returned. They kept repeating that Su Zhi was innocent, a victim too. Lin Siwang found it absurd. She calmly shifted to her own analytical perspective. She pointed out the obvious flaw in their logic. Someone who truly wanted to leave would pack their bags quietly, not put on an emotional hostage video. She directly called Su Zhi's bluff, immediately offering to help her pack. The counterattack landed squarely on its target. The family was in disarray, their accusations shifting to Lin Siwang for bullying her sister, for not being understanding. In her flattest, most factual tone, Lin Siwang stated a cold, hard truth. Su Zhi had enjoyed 17 years of wealth and privilege. She was the beneficiary. Lin Siwang, abandoned maliciously to an orphanage, was the sole victim. But she quickly realized that trying to use logic with people this blinded by emotion was futile. It was like casting pearls before swine. She stopped arguing and simply demanded a room for herself. The fake daughter immediately offered her own room in a performative show of generosity. Seeing through the transparent boast, Lin Siwang refused. She scanned the house and chose a quiet, remote room. For her, the simpler the environment, the better it was for studying. A new life began. On her first day of school, the brothers and Su Zhi deliberately left without her, stranding her in the villa district. Lin Siwang immediately called her nominal father, who arranged for the neighbor's son, Gao Yan, to drive her. She knew Gao Yan was the object of Su Zhi's secret crush. At school, the homeroom teacher had already been prepped by Su Zhi. Lin Siwang was told her foundation was too weak for the top-tier advanced class, and that she'd have to go to the regular class. Lin Siwang was secretly thrilled. She'd been wondering how to create distance from this family, and they'd just handed her the perfect distraction-free study environment. She agreed instantly. A week later, news of a major school-wide mock exam arrived. This was her chance to see if she could hit that 700-plus score. At the dinner table, the Su family predictably started their group mockery. Her mother offered hollow words of encouragement not to be discouraged, while Su Zhi helpfully suggested she stick to the basic questions. Lin Siwang ignored them. Inside, she was just excited. She was finally going to experience the legendary Beijing paper, rumored to be far easier than the grueling exams from Hell Province. On exam day, Su Zhi and her brother saw her still memorizing vocabulary and sneered at her last-minute cramming. Lin Siwang didn't argue. In her world, this was peak efficiency, high-intensity studying. Stepping into the exam hall and seeing the paper, she knew instantly this was her hunting ground. Her pen flew across the paper, dissecting each difficult problem with surgical precision. The proctor watched in astonishment as this girl from the regular class solved problems faster than the sharpest kids in the advanced class. For the first time, Lin Siwang experienced an exam without a headache, without mental fatigue. All for the Beijing hukou, all the struggle for the confidence this paper gave her. It was worth it. A full 90 minutes before the final bell, she put down her pen, stood up, and handed in her paper, leaving the exam hall early to the stunned silence of everyone watching.